This is just reprehensible, detestable. Ivica Zubac, please, see ball, see man, feet set defensive stance. You're like 0 for 5 on these things. So you're not even close to ready to guard McDaniels now when he lifts to the wing. Now, Kawhi Leonard should be sprinting over to get in the gaps. That doesn't happen either. But now Zubac's coming uphill to guard McDaniels. He's going downhill. That was pathetic. Just coaching. Pure trash. Corruption. Zubac needs to be attached with his arms out so Conley's not curling off this down screen. He doesn't. Conley's in the lane, 2-on-1. No, never. This is coaching. Tyrone Lue is complete trash. You never guard above the three-point line away from the ball. I'm underneath the three-point line, seeing ball, seeing man him in the gaps. By the way, you'd be denying this entry pass if you were at the three-point line where you're supposed to be. Okay? So Paul George is just out of the play. That's Tyrone Lue being terrible. If you're Terrence Mann now, though, your help's on the strong side of the floor. So that's where I want to force Karl Anthony Towns. Paul George should be there. But look at this. Show your hands. James Harden has come all the way over to help you, but you're not showing your hands. Spins off you away from help. It says on Terrence Mann. Rudy Gobert's in the paint. You should be getting low, battling for position now. Honestly, even earlier than this. But you're just letting Rudy Gobert walk you down to the charge circle. So now you're sealed. That means Zubac's got to come in backside help. I mean, Paul George should probably be rotating on a skip pass and Zubac back up to Conley, something. I mean, Zubac can't go to the charge circle and then close out on McDaniels. Not going to happen. So now if he is going to try and do that, you want to force McDaniels to the middle of the floor, and Paul George got to be getting in the gap so he can stunt and recover, and that doesn't happen. That was just atrocious. This is a Tyrone Lue thing. This is despicable, disgusting, everything wrong with the planet. Mason Plumlee should be over here in the gaps, getting this dribble picked up, stunting, recovering. Look at this. This is crap. This is why Tyrone Lue wins nothing unless he has LeBron. So now Mason Plumlee does decide to come down and help. Cool. So could you close out and actually guard Kyle Anderson? Like, get up and guard. Amir Coffey's in help. Look at how pathetic this one-on-one defense is. Is this serious? Look at what a poorly coached pile of trash the Clippers are. That's exactly what you described Tyrone Lue as. Mason Plumlee should be up the line right now with his feet set in a defensive stance, pointers out, seeing ball, seeing man, ready to fly out if a pass gets made to Towns. You're just wandering near the free throw circle. Your feet aren't set, so Towns is catching and shooting. I could never bring a child into this world that this is allowed. This is disgusting and infuriating. Ice the screen and keep Mike Conley to the sideline. When Rudy Gobert rolls, there's nothing but backside help. This is criminal and disgusting. The fans need to say something and do something. That's gross. Look at how poorly coached the Clippers are. Away from the ball. Yet again, Paul George, not in a defensive stance with his feet set, seeing ball, seeing man. You're staring at the ball. Your feet aren't set. You're not ready to guard. This ball gets thrown to McDaniels. It's rip and go. Now you want to close out your helps to the middle of the floor right here. Kawhi Leonard's standing there. You go over your help coverages. Nope, because you're letting him go baseline. What is there to say? The Clippers are a circus. Tyrone Lue is a complete garbage can. Kawhi Leonard needs to be leveled at Anthony Edwards right now in a defensive stance with his feet set. As Anthony Edwards comes above the cross screen, you're chasing off his hip. Kawhi Leonard not attached to Anthony Edwards, attempting to go up the gut. You have no chance of getting over this down screen. Now it should be a switch, and since it's Paul George and Kawhi Leonard, it's a very switchable screen. Do the Clippers do that? No. More than halfway through the season, you have guys leaning towards screens early. That's Ty Lue for you. Paul George should be getting up to ice this screen. He's just leaning towards it early and getting blown past the other way. This is cool. This is a Ty Lue special. So the Clippers just bungled guarding this cross screen. Terrence Mann should be going underneath the cross screen, not up the gut. Zubac should be attached and jamming Anthony Edwards as he comes through. So you screw that up. So now you're Zubac, though. We got to sprint back up and take Rudy Gobert here, right? The sideline's right there. Get up and hedge this screen. With the sideline, you have backside help with Terrence Mann. He'll be in backside help for half a second. Mike Conley's going to have to pick his dribble up, and you can recover and push Terrence Mann back. Nope, let's give up 2-on-1s. Disgusting. Criminal. Nope. Terrence Mann, you're guarding above the three-point line away from the ball. At the wing, back to the baseline, seeing ball and man. So because you're hugging Anthony Edwards, he's going to create space by bumping off you right here. Now, though, could you just get over and guard? Be ready to slide your feet. Nope, you got to gamble or do whatever that was, and you get blown by. Norman Powell's giving up baseline because Kawhi Leonard's there to double, so it's not an option. Russell Westbrook, get inside position on Rudy Gobert. That pass can't get made. You'll leave the weak side corner. If the pass gets made to Kyle Anderson, Paul George would rotate, then Amir Coffey would rotate to the wing, and Norman Powell come back to Naz Reid. But Russell Westbrook standing watching Rudy Gobert walk in the paint right now. Well-coached team. Leaning towards the screen again. First of all, Norman Powell should not be crowding Karl Towns. Show your hands, slide your feet. Amir Coffey shouldn't be hugging the three-point line. He should be in the gaps. But again, you're going to have to look at Norman Powell. Leaning towards the screen early, spun off the other way. Amir Coffey, nowhere to be found. Ty Lue is a human pile of garbage. This is funny. This is actually funny. You actually see middle school teams better coached than the Clippers. Tyronn Lue should be coaching 6th grade basketball. Maybe. And he wouldn't be good at that. Amir Coffey's coming to help. So if you're Norman Powell, show your hands and force Anthony Edwards in the middle of the floor. Obviously. But you don't just stop. Look at this. You just stop guarding Anthony Edwards. This is funny. So James Harden again is going to lean towards the screen early. That's why he's beat. Maybe the Clippers will get that fixed next year. So Daniel Tice, though, and help. Get up the line. Stay level to Naz Reid so I can help and recover. You're just stopping here for no reason. So now I can't get out and guard. Naz Reid's going to catch this. You're going to have no ability to stay with him. Not even close. Right in the paint. I'm serious. 6th grade level basketball is better coached than the Clippers. Tyronn Lue is a complete trash can. Why is this a switch? James Harden, just take Naz Reid. Norman Powell, back to the baseline. Stay with Nickeil Alexander-Walker on the cut. What are you switching here? There was no screen. So now Norman Powell's not ready to guard. James Harden off this handoff. You're going with Naz Reid. Your head needs to be on a swivel, seeing ball and man at all times. James Harden stopping here, and he's above the three-point line, staring at the ball. What even is that? You're, of course, not ready to guard now. Just criminal behavior that this is allowed. It's really sad that nobody says or does anything and just continues to let this happen. Let Tyronn Lue run a circus. Hedge the screen to get Mike Conley out so I have backside. You can't let the pass to Rudy Gobert get made. That's why I push Mike Conley out. The second Rudy Gobert catches this pass, everyone's open. So Kyle Anderson, if he wanted to cut for a dunk right here, would be wide open. Even on a deflection right here, it's a 2-on-1. So it's a tap back to Nickeil Alexander-Walker for 3. Just really sad. It's really, really, really sad. Amir Coffey now. It's the handoff. Don't lean towards the handoff. Just like with screens, you're leaning towards the handoff early, getting blown by the other way. Collapse everyone. Nickeil Alexander-Walker can grab and slam.